Exodus chapter 8. And the Lord said to Moses, Enter to Pharaoh, and you shall say to him, Thus says the Lord, Send out my people, that they may serve me. But if you should not be willing to send, behold, I strike all your boundaries with frogs, and the river will discharge forth frogs. And in ascending they shall enter into your houses, and into the closets of your bedrooms, and upon your beds, and into the houses of your attendants, and your people, and in your batches of flour, and in your ovens. And upon you, and upon your people, and upon your attendants, the frogs will ascend. And the Lord said to Moses, Say to Aaron your brother, Stretch forth in your hand the rod upon the rivers, and upon the aqueducts, and upon the marshes, and lead the frogs. And Aaron stretched out his hand upon the waters of Egypt, and led the frogs. And the frog was brought up, and covered all the land of Egypt. And the enchanters of the Egyptians did likewise also with their sorceries, and led the frogs upon the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh called Moses and Aaron and said, Make a vow for me to the Lord, and remove the frogs from me and from my people, and I will send the people, and they shall sacrifice to the Lord. And Moses said to Pharaoh, Order for me, when should I make a vow for you and for your attendants and your people, to remove from view the frogs from you, and from your people, and from your houses, except for the ones in the river which shall be left behind? And he said, During tomorrow. He said, Therefore, as you have said, that you might see that there is not another besides the Lord. And the frogs shall be removed from you, and from your houses, and from your attendants, and from your people. Only the ones in the river will be left behind. And Moses and Aaron went forth from Pharaoh, and Moses yelled out to the Lord concerning the enactment of the frogs, as Pharaoh arranged. And the Lord did just as Moses said. And the frogs came to an end, from out of the houses, and from out of the properties, and from out of the fields. And they brought them heaps upon heaps, and the land stunk. And Pharaoh, seeing that there came to pass a respite, his heart was weighed down, and he hearkened not to them, just as the Lord said. And the Lord said to Moses, Say to Aaron, Stretch out the hand, the one of your rod, and strike the embankment of the land, and there will be midges in all the land of Egypt. Then Aaron stretched out the rod with the hand, and he struck the embankment of the earth. And there were the midges among both the men, and among also the four-footed creatures, and among all embankments of the land. There were the midges in all the land of Egypt. And the enchanters also did likewise in their sorceries, to lead out the midge. But they were not able. And there were midges among both men and among the four-footed creatures. And the enchanters said then to Pharaoh, This is the finger of God. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he listened not to them, just as the Lord said. And the Lord said to Moses, Rise early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh. And behold, he will come forth near the water. And you shall say to him, Thus says the Lord, Send out my people, that they shall serve me in the wilderness. But if you do not want to send out my people, behold, I will send upon you, and upon your attendants, and upon your people, and upon your houses, the dog fly. And the houses of the Egyptians shall be filled with the dogfly, and into the land upon which they are upon it. And I will do an incredible thing in that day in the land of Goshen, upon which my people are upon it, which there will not be there the dogfly, that you may know that I am the Lord of all the earth. And I will make a difference between my people and between your people. And in the next morning this will be the sign upon the land. And the Lord did so. And the dogfly came in multitude in the houses of Pharaoh, and in the houses of his attendants, and in all the land of Egypt. And the land was utterly destroyed because of the dogfly. And Pharaoh called Moses and Aaron, saying, In going you sacrifice to your God in the land. And Moses said, It is not possible to be so. For the abominations of the Egyptians we sacrifice to the Lord our God. For if we should sacrifice the abominations of the Egyptians before them, we will have stones thrown at us. A journey of 3 days we shall go into the wilderness, and we shall sacrifice to the Lord our God, just as he told us. And Pharaoh said, I shall send you, and you sacrifice to the Lord your God in the wilderness. But do not go to extend far away. Make a vow then for me to the Lord. And Moses said, Behold, I will go forth from you, and I will make a vow to God, and the dogfly shall go forth from you, and from your attendants, and from your people, tomorrow. You should not add again, O Pharaoh, to deceive completely, to not send out the people to sacrifice to the Lord. And Moses went forth from Pharaoh, and made a vow to God. And the Lord did just as Moses said, and he removed the dogfly from Pharaoh, and from his attendants, and from his people, and he left behind not even one. And Pharaoh was oppressed in his heart also at this time, and he did not want to send out the people.